God Forbid with Anti-Hero here on Source 95, WVUR. And I'm your host, Bill, and we got Dean over here.
Hello!
On the next mic. And ladies and gentlemen, as we promised you, I thought originally he was from Blue Man Group. He's from the band Blue Man Group. Everybody say hello to Zebulun. Zebulun.
There they are. Saying hello to me. Oh, there's no headphones. Yes.
No. There you go. There's a mic for you.
Hi.
Hello! Oh, so Zebulun, it's good of you to take time out of your schedule to come here and hang out with us, do a little bit of an interview, tell some jokes, play some music, all that fun stuff. So, just we'll start off, I guess, just to explain a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
Who you are, and what you're doing, how you came to be you, and
exactly.
Oh, yeah, I decided to buy a house in Morgan Township a few years ago. Thought that was a smart thing to do, or a wise idea to get out of Chicago once and for all. And as I was packing my things, I got a phone call from stage management at Blue Man Group saying they were having auditions and they wanted me to come. So I said, well, I'm actually leaving town. And she said to me, I'm not sure you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. So I thought I'll go to the audition, and it'll be my last audition in Chicago, and that'd be a nice way to say goodbye to the entire scene and my entire old life. So I went to the audition, and that was terrible. That was the worst. Very confusing auditions that they have there. They're supposed to be kind of counterintuitive, give you almost no info about what you're going to do, and then just kind of watch you do it and see what your reaction's going to be, how you go through that.
Really?
And so I thought, well, that's the end of that. That's the worst audition I've ever been on. And I got back to my car, kind of smiled, took a breath, phone rang. Hi, we'd like to come back tomorrow. So yeah, I came back tomorrow, and that was it. So that was 850 plus shows later.
Cool.
Yeah, that was my audition. And so I've been coming back and forth from the city to Morgan Township ever since.
That's very cool. It's interesting how that worked out. You said you thought it was going to be like the last time you would be in that kind of business, but here you are.
Yeah.
Now, how many shows did you do again?
I've done a little over 850.
Any interesting road stories? I have to ask. That's probably a question you've been asked like a million times, but...
Well, I mean, Blue Man Group road stories, not really. When we go out to do, outside gigs, they're called, anywhere away from our theater at Briar Street, they're generally, 5:30 a.m. on WGN, or 6 o'clock in the morning on, outside the Fox studio, or we did one at dawn at in front of the Chicago Theater when they opened the new ABC TV station, so they had, fire eaters and high school marching bands and whatnot, and us, and we had Blue Man with us, and, it was, no, they're, at our age, they're no longer road stories. They're just kind of us being packed into a rental car and driven over there. And, yeah, it's dawn, and no one, no one's ready to rock at dawn, but that's, that's part of the difference, is, it is, after all, theater and live theater. So even though it's dawn, it's rock o'clock. Whenever you turn the amps on, that's it. It's go.
So is the theater that you guys perform at, is that strictly just for Blue Man Group, or are there...
It has been since we've been there.
Oh, okay.
So thousands and thousands and thousands of shows later, they rent the theater as any production company would, and as, we have our show here. Our show, unlike most other shows, continues to run, continues to be popular, continues to be culturally relevant, continues to stay just ahead of that curve of being cliche. So, busload after busload after busload of groups come to Chicago to see it.
Cool. Also, like as I mentioned, and you told us, you're part of the band that's, up on the upper part of the stage. It's kind of like behind the Blue Man.
In the band loft.
In the band loft. What instrument do you play?
I'm what they call a swing in the company, which means I play both stringed instruments, the electric zither and the Chapman steel.
Okay, again, could you explain a little bit of each one to someone who might not know?
Sure.
Like me.
Sure.
Jinx!
Jinx.
Well, and this is the original show, the Astor show, the Tubes show, as it was called. There was a three-instrument band. There was a stick player in the middle, the electric zither player to the left, and the drummer to the right. And that was, the whole show is a exposition of three as one. There's three blue men. There's three members of the band kind of thing. Now the more modern show, the stick player also plays the talking drum and the electric bass. That's pretty new to the show. And the zither player plays electric guitar also, which is really new, only a couple of years. But the Chapman stick is a 10-string touch-style fingerboard. Basically combines the most perplexing elements of piano, drums, bass, and guitar all in one really vexing type of thing. But all played with polydigital input.